Our starting point, and we do have some contests to talk about. Here's our first one of the day. It's E8 versus 07.
Yeah, this is going to be a big one. Assert some dominance right at the start of this tournament, at the start of this day. And Elevate already getting some high ground here. Whether they can actually try and engage, you can see they are desperate to try and get some sightlines, but 07 just playing together at the moment, playing low and not separating too much.
Interesting to see both teams understanding the POI and the elevation differences that there are, so both teams have picked the horizon to make sure that they can negate that. It looks like the extreme height, like we saw, had been taken from the dropship by E8, but it's 07 who are looting kind of the perimeter of things right now. Nobody wanting to engage down, and this is something we saw yesterday.
Yeah, this is the only POI that is potentially contested as well. Everyone else has found somewhere to call home here on Storm Point. So lacking early fights, you'd have to imagine, and understandable when you look at how stacked this lobby is. But now you can see Gnaske trying to get some opening damage to allow Amphi just to push up a little bit. But on white armors, you've always got to be careful because it can just be ripped through instantly.
We're going to see the push come in here from E8 as well. They want to engage. They want to pressure. Thermite's going to slow the push down for a second. Pretty good weaponry to work with here for E8, but it's all about that opening knock, that opening damage. If you can get that first knock and get out, it's so vital for you. Head glitch is being used here. You can also see the Evo Harvester is up as well, so an opportunity maybe for someone to try and overextend for that, just to get those Evos up.
Yeah, both teams are going to have eyes on it, but also this is taking a long time. 2R1C and Omi are close, but that's a good amount of damage. Well, this is where you need your conduit.
Well, it looks like the push is going to come in, and Gnaske will get down first. However, the trade will also be followed up as Nags, with that Havoc, is going to do a good amount of damage. Now, Amphi, Nags, trying to work together at the moment. But Amphi will go down, so now Elevate find themselves eliminated. And it will be 2R1C who come in for the third party. This took far too long, this contest.
That's what I said. 2R1C heard what was happening and they just moved north and said, actually, we will have that KP. It's free.
Money on the line, let's go. 50-50 that we were expecting to see. E8 versus 07 commences again.
So Cedo Station is the home of our first battle for the second time. This one starts a little bit more in earnest with Shubi and Zap immediately going down to the alternator of Gnaske. All right.
Zach Razor taking the zipline though before he slides in and they get eliminated. Gnaske with the pop-off. The auditorium just rages. Make some noise for Nasty Gnaske. 07. Getting some revenge.
So much hype. I think the admins actually had to intervene there and say, guys, you need to stay in your seats. Very tough for teams on the other side at points throughout the LAN so far.
I mean, what else can you expect when the scriptwriters are waiting for this? As Fnatic on the high ground, beams with the Havoc, drops down, gets a crack originally on that conduit. Who's Trident providing some extra cover. They lose out on Nuka F. They try to get the fall, playing around the knockdown shield, but it's gonna be a 2v1. It looks like the Black Hole coming in. Even the Trident taxing along there to give them some extra cover. Trying to get in their back here. It's Leica now. It's gonna be able to finish off 07.
We'll go back through the VODs and give us the exact comms one day, but for now we'll just have to wonder. Legends Gaming down to 2.
Oh, and Elevate also down to 2. Zap, the last one alive, dropping down with the Beast of the Hunt. Trying to take some shots, but they're not alone here. With 07 wrapping around, Elevate get eliminated. Another kill on the board for 07, but this is a team that we saw wrapping up behind them.
And it looks like they're going to be happily residing there for now.
Well, a little bit of a battle happening outside of Monument right now, and shooting through the smoke is going to be Zach Mazer. It's going to be enough to force 07 to retreat, and understandably so. This is not a fight you want to take at this point with the extreme elevation difference between these two teams. Elevate have been quiet so far. I have to say, a little bit surprisingly, after what was a very impressive performance from them yesterday.
Well, I mean, the fact they're contested against 07, it's to be expected they're going to be a little bit more difficult on Storm Point, but here on World's Edge, it's a different story. 07 on the back foot slightly. Let's jump into a listen and see how they navigate this.
They want to fight. Look at ball floor. Swing out right, Dom. Swing out right. Where? They close to me. I'm back. Scan. I'm with that. Two right side. Gnaske, look where I'm playing. I'm going further around. Scan, what do you have? Scan. Scan in two. One above. They're close. Oh, look where they are. Yeah. Kill, bang. Stop telling us, man.
Well, the story continues between these two teams, and Gnaske is stretching all over those death boxes.
Every single time it's 07 versus Elevate, and 07 have had the upper hand several times now. But can they get to the late game is my question, because it's going to Trope Gaming here to quickly ruin the party. Thankfully, they didn't ruin your birthday party yet on set. But sadly for 07, they now need to think about how they get out of this mess.
Because there's just nowhere to play. Essentially, it's just open ground. You have the extreme difference in height between the train tracks and the area that's below that. But 07, who took that fight earlier, are celebrating it, well, not so many smiles on their faces right now. They're getting pushed, and Amphi is down. And it's all up to Gnaske, but he gets the break, and there's a little bit of damage being done here, and he might be able to do something special.
1 HP in a dream for Gnaske. Might be able to maybe get away and just survive for a short while longer. Dark Zero have heard all this, and they're sort of getting...
This is one of these positions where all of a sudden, if 3 people lift up on you, you can find yourself in a really rough spot if you don't do that damage. Gnaske is still alive, by the way. Don't want to give too much information. Certainly don't want to curse him, as Gnaske is now going to have to use a little bit of movement, a little bit of schmovement to try and stay alive. Striking distance, and just behind them, you have to chase him back. You aren't too far away as well.
Well, round 3 and ring the bell. It's Elevate versus 07, but it's not just been Stormpoint. They were fighting on World's Edge as well. Elevate yet to get a kill on the board.
Gnaske looking to fly in. They've had to use the Radiant transfer early, though. Gravelift is going to be used as well to try and get up to that height, but nobody's going to be able to take it. So early damage exchange is going to go the way of V8, but like you say, no knocks whatsoever. What a thermite that one is.
Big thermite, that's going to be a lot of ticks, and it might just encourage a drop down, and here comes said drop down, but now Gnaske from behind. It's a 1-for-1 trade.
Manages to close that door as well. It's a 1-for-1, but oh, the last player is alive. Amphi, Nax, winning again. Elevate Gaming. Well, they can't celebrate too long, 07, because Aurora and a smirking Hardeki ruin everyone's fun but their own.
Classic Aurora. I heard a few boos there as well.
Do you want to hear something even crazier, by the way?
Yes.
Aurora have split drop.
Yeah, that's
that is Hardeki on his own, who has come in and third-partied that.
5 squads left, and DZ have this entire side to the circle to themselves, while Disguised Legends of C9 are fighting to stay alive on the northwest.
Could Gnaske play spoiler behind them right now? They don't seem to know he's there. But with the 2 solos, 2 other squads up, Disguised and Legends are the ones who could keep this series going.
Oh, but Dark Zero is just in such a good position in May and here. Oh, the 140 off the Kraber onto the solo, but you can't expose yourself. The pressure is on. Legends Gaming, look at Dark Zero. Disguise have to eventually go up that zip line.
Gnaske actually finds a spot. Not only that, he's got his teammates' banners. Is there a chance he gets them back into this?
Surely not. Not in front of Dark Zero for free. Disguise, though, they can make a move with Design and his portal. They got less than 45 seconds on the clock, and they already got the scan.
That's a killer point, Vicky. If they've actually got that, Zero goes down to Koiful.
Koiful, the MVP, sending nades in their direction. Another team out here, Dark Zero, lose out on Zero. The huge nade coming in from Koiful, the Rolling Thunder. Legends may have saved the day. They go to a game 8.
ZZ can't believe it. Hands on his head as the grenades rain in. If there's one thing you can't do anything about sometimes in Apex Legends, the frag grenade on your skull.
We had the Legend fans in the crowd before we went into this game. Cloud9 get eliminated, and it looks like Legends are king of the hill, but we get the res. Sykes getting Gen back up.
It looks like Disguise have taken the attention away from Legends Gaming. This allows Dark Zero a chance to start working their way back into it. But the other members have scanned, and now they're pushing down to keep it going.
Sykes here, trying to give him some suppressed fire, working up the rock, gets a double crack. following up with Gens, the last one alive. Legends trying to fully send it. It's up to them, but they take out Dark Zero. We are going on to another game, game 8 in the horizon. Legends, the MVP.
Oh, they're legends to everyone in the crowd right now. Everyone who wants more Apex. The full 307 are back up, and they're going to send it in. Gnaske stands up.
No way! There's no way!
Okay.
Solo Gnaske! He got the Moby Beacon res in front of all of their faces!
When I said they can play a part in finishing that game off, I was like, take some shots at DZ, maybe get a knock and allow the other teams to push in. I wasn't saying come out and clear the whole thing yourself.
Salute everyone in the crowd. I want to see some salutes. Salutes for 07.
On your feet, soldiers.
5 kills. I cannot believe he pulled it off. Salute to Gnaske and 07. We get more Apex.
You know, I've seen some good Mexican waves in crowds in my time, Vicky, but I've never seen it with the salutes.
The point. 7 teams. 7 teams